Once again, I'm calling Cricket. I've just paid my bill. Yet, I can't get an SMS picture.
Oprime el 2, español. If you'd like to make a quick payment now, press 1.
Now you have to wait until they go through all their options. If you tell them you want to talk to a customer service representative before they've done that, they hang up on you.
April 1st, you have a credit balance of $40.
I have a credit balance of $40.
Okay, devices, press 1 to hear warranty info or 2 for insurance claims. Just a sec. Oh, and by the way, the lawyers wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored or recorded.
Oh, you bet my call's recorded. And I'm recording it for you. Because you need to know about these people. Everybody gets shit from their cell phone company. Because the Congress thinks they can allow it. Where are the weathermen when you need them? Well, you can help me by explaining to me how come it is. And you know, I planned this out. Now, first of all, I'm supposed to be receiving, when I run out of my high-speed data, I'm supposed to be receiving 128 kilobytes per second, which, by the way, is enough to send an SMS picture. Now, I'm supposed to be receiving high-speed internet, 1 gigabit. I have not run out of it. So I want to know how come I still can't get an SMS picture on this day. I just paid my bill. I have been told a number of times that my case is being escalated. I never receive a call from technical support because now I have it on the word of customer service. There really is no technical support. You people have been cheating me on data ever since my inception into your system. You give me one excuse after another which does not comport to your terms of service. At this time, I should have been able to get the picture that was sent to me from this phone number. That is a number which is in the United States. I'm supposed to have coast-to-coast service. And I'm supposed to be able to send pictures, and I'm supposed to be able to receive them. But you people won't let me do either. And they hung up. Now these people have a caller ID. And this person should have called me back by now. But they haven't.
If you'd like to make a quick payment now, press 1. Let's keep going. Just FYI,
as I said, you have to go through all of the options they all agree.
April 1st, you have a credit balance of $40 to prevent.
Now it's close to the time they're going to close. They're going to keep hanging up on me. They're not going to fix this.
Quick and easy. Your choices are payments and auto pay. Press 1 to buy add-ons like data, international dialing, or mobile hotspot.
Buying data won't do you any good with these people, because they'll cheat you out of it.
Security pin, press 3. For warranty and insurance claims for your device, press 4. So what'll it be?
It'll be...
Sure. I'll get one of our best folks.
One of their best folks just hung up on me.
Wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored or
That's as best as they can do. They do it all the time. Well, I won't make you listen to this.
790-553.
Yeah, that's my phone number.
Okay. So if ever we will be disconnected, do not use the phone for at least 2 minutes so that I will be able to call you back. So, sir,
Well, hey, excuse me. First of all, I did wait for a few minutes. And secondly, I have call waiting. So if you call me back, I will get your call. But that's beside the point. Now, I'm going to give you my information. You're going to get into my file. We're going to take care of that right now. I've never gotten high speed from you people. But this is the first of the month. I just paid my phone bill a few hours ago. There isn't any reason why I shouldn't be able to receive an SMS picture. But I can't. Now, I'm a musician, and I got to send pictures of myself to people because after I get cleaned up, they want to know how well I clean up so I can go into their supper club and play for their customers. During the past few months, you have lost me over $400 of work. I'm going to include that in my lawsuit too. And I'm also going to include the hourly fee that I get when I record in a studio. That's $500 an hour. When I subpoena my phone records from you, they will show that I have spent more than 100 hours on the phone with you people over this same problem. And by the way, there are others, which you have never corrected. Now, you can read me your disclaimer, get into my file, and then I want this problem fixed immediately.
Not a problem, sir. And first of all,
Your apologies do not feed the kitty. You owe me over $50,000 in my hourly time that I record in recording studios. And you owe me $400 in actual over $400 in actual work that you have caused me to lose because you won't let me send a picture. So don't apologize to me anymore. Your apology is not accepted. You can call me Mr. Soberoff.
Thank you, Mr. Soberoff. And may I please have your account PIN number? Under federal law to protect this information. Your decision will not affect your ticket service.
It couldn't make it any worse.
So as you can see here in your account that we already received your payment for your next month's bill. Okay?
I know you did. My bank told me you did.
And you said that you're trying to add a gig and you haven't...
No! I'm not trying to add a goddamn thing. I'm trying... A person sent me a picture, but I can't get it. And you know what else? I can't send a picture. So that's a major problem for me. Now I have my all my data is still left on my account. I'm trying to get a picture that is 70 KB. I should have gotten it in 2 seconds.
Okay. Now allow me a moment here to review your account so that I'll be able to check if everything is all well provisioned here in your account. Okay?
Whatever.
Thank you. Is this from Cricket?
No. Doesn't your ad say that I can bring my own phone?
I'm just asking you. Yes, you can bring your own phone.
That's right. And all of the settings on this phone are correct. If they were not, I could not send a text. I can send texts sometimes. You guys are AT&T. You guys are an AT&T company. Don't tell me you're not, because my lawyer checked that out. I have an AT&T tower that services me that's less than 2 miles from where I'm living. Yet, your local AT&T tower won't give me any data to send a picture. This is your fault, not mine. Now I want you to fix it.
Okay, now, Mr. Sobroff, may I please have the IMEI number of the phone you're using for this phone?
You have it already. I'm really not into this. You have it already. Look in the file.
If you allow us to help you on this, Mr. Sobroff.
Look. I have asked you people for help for this for months. You have not done that. You refuse to do it. Now, during my months of conversations with you, you have my IME number because my phone is registered in your system. I suggest you do your job and find it. I will no longer take my phone apart. I won't do it.
Okay. Now, I need to make sure, because what I can see here on my end, Mr. Sobroff, is that it did not match with what we have here. We are using 2 tools, and it did match with 2 tools for that.
Hey, look, I'm not surprised because you people keep really crappy records. Apparently you don't type very well when someone's giving you information. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to find when I get into my settings, but I'm going to go into About Device.
Some phones will be able to get the IMEI number under About Device. So try to find something that's labeled IMEI.
The IME number on this phone is 355 0230 7288 6347.
Okay, thank you for providing me the IMEI number of this phone. So, that is not completely registered here now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I brought this phone into my account, and on that day, you received the IMEI number. Or I should say IMEI number. You received that. Now, this is like the umpteenth time you've gotten it from me. Why don't you enter it correctly in the file?
I am not, I cannot answer that question.
Yeah, you can't answer it because you won't do it. You won't do it. You ask me for the number, and then you don't want to pay any attention to it. And every time I have to deal with this crap, you want to give me the same freaking argument. I brought this phone into my account. I can prove it because I'm talking to you on it right now.
Who did you call, or where did you go to register this phone to your account?
I went to an Aaron's Furniture store in Davenport, Iowa.
Is that a Cricket store or Aaron?
That's what they told me. It must be a Cricket store because that's when I started receiving the very bad service that I've gotten from you. Would you like to look up that date when I started my service with you?
It's July 2nd of 2016.
That's right. So you knew all about my phone at that time. And even though your ad tells me that I can bring my own phone, you wouldn't let me use my hotspot. That's why I got this phone. with a hot spot in it. Well, I decided to pay your extortion. So you offered me a phone, an HTC Desire, for $10. And after I had given you my card numbers to pay for it, you then told me it wasn't available. Getting my money back for that phone apparently was impossible. You decided to extort $10 more from me and offer me a phone at twice the price. Well, $20, $10 is $10. It's extortion, but I paid it. That phone stopped working about 2.5 months after I got it from you. And while it was working, I still couldn't send pictures by text. And you know, I had the hotspot, and I had 10 gigabytes on that hotspot. And you guys started subtracting data from my hotspot when I wasn't even using my hotspot. And you know what my attorney says? You can't do that. My hotspot data is a separate thing. But we'll decide that in federal court. Now, I don't have a hotspot with you anymore. I have 1 gigabyte of data. And so far, in my first 24 hours of tenure on my new contract, which, by the way, is a pay-as-you-go contract. It is not some other kind of contract. Even though lately, in the past month, you want to tell me that it is. I'm going to sue the living shit out of you people. And 1,000 other people are going to be helping me. And they're going to be suing the living shit out of you.
You can go ahead, Mr. Sabroff, if that's...
No, that's what I'm forced to do. That's what I'm forced to do. I don't like being cheated by AT&T, because that's who's ultimately cheating me. And you know they've cheated me before. I used to own a home in Rock Island, and I had a landline. And AT&T told me they were going to sell me long-distance service at 8 cents a minute. I agreed. Then they farmed that long distance out to one of their subordinate companies, like you, and for a number of years I was charged $4 a minute for long distance on my landline, but I never found that out because my agent was paying my bill. And when I found that out, I did collect some of that money back from AT&T. But because it was so many years, I only collected a small fraction of it. AT&T, your parent company, owes me over $15,000, which they acquired from me through fraud. Don't apologize. They meant to do it. And you're meaning to do this. Now, right now, I'm expecting to receive a text to my number from the number that I gave you. And that text is only going to be good for a few more hours. I expect to receive that before tomorrow. Now, you fixed this goddamn problem. This is something that is happening in your system. You fix it. I am not going to waste any more of my time on the phone with you. My settings in my phone are correct. I know that because I have a text from you that tells me what my settings are supposed to be, and I checked them before I called. So we don't have to do any troubleshooting. The only troubleshooting that has to be done is on your end of the blower. Are we communicating? Good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to write up a trouble ticket right now. So,
Mr. Sabroff, nevertheless, we will do everything that we can do over the phone.
You have. We have done everything that I have the time to do on the phone on a Saturday evening. Okay, I did Sabbath all day. I'm Jewish. I've got work I have to do. And since it's after sundown, I have to get back to it. You are only going to be open for a few more minutes. Your switchboard closes at 9, my time. So what we're going to do is you're going to write up a trouble ticket because I'm demanding it. You're just going to do that. You will not? You will not. Well, okay, I'm glad because, I'm making a recording of this call.
I do not consent to the recording.
I don't give a fuck. When your recording tells me the phone call will be recorded, in my jurisdiction, that means that I have no expectation of privacy. And according to the law, if I don't have any expectation of privacy, I can record you. I don't need your consent. I don't even have to tell you that I am. Now, you're either going to do this, you're either going to fill out, I've been told many times a trouble ticket was being filled out, but it never was. And I know that because the problem's never been solved. Now, what I'm going to do, because you want to be a dickhead, I'm going to take this tape and I'm going to put it on the web. Your voice is on this video I'm making. Have a nice day, or are you going to make out a trouble ticket?
I will not.
Have a nice day then. Have a nice day, asshole. I don't care. That is Cricket. That is AT&T. AT&T is doing this to you. AT&T. AT&T is doing this to me. They will do it to you. They're doing it to me for a couple of reasons. I got a lot of money from them when I was able to sue them. Even though I could only sue them back 3 years, I still got a lot of money from them. And they're never going to forget that. They will cheat you. They will rob you. When you buy a phone from these people, more than likely it is a phone that has been returned because it didn't work. Somebody else didn't want it. By the way, this is one of those phones. I got that from another cell phone company. I was allowed to bring it to Cricket. But they don't let you bring your phone because they won't let you use any feature in it. They won't let you use any feature to access the internet unless you buy a phone from them. And when you buy a phone from them, you're still not going to have internet access. I've got my sorry about not looking straight at the camera sometimes, but because I'm dealing with pieces of the net on my laptop, I get distracted by the image on the video that is on the right side of my laptop, my desktop. There is a class action suit which is in the process of being filed. You can reach me at jjssweetflags@yahoo.com. There's more than enough money for all of us because AT&T is a very deep pocket defendant. Please contact me and I'd be glad to invite you into the party. Just write me an email. Tell me about the trouble you're having with these people, and me and my attorney will get on it instantly. This is Dmitry Ivanovich with the Naked Truth.